Interesting conversation tonight, and I hope everyone leaves feeling confident that there are still a lot of choices. Sometimes a customer might insist on a specific brand, but we've done a roundup of resources for luxury column and built-in, and prepared some helpful materials that compare feature sets that we'll be emailing to you after this conference. We don't put them in print, but we'll send you an electronic version. So it gives you a lineup of 16 luxury brands, the feature set, the sizes. It's a matrix that compares everything. And then we do have a handy chart that allows you to look across models and look for replacements if you have something that's on significant delay. So again, we'll be emailing this to you so that you have it. We have a fantastic showroom team here. Rely on them as a resource if you have questions about Monogram product or any of the other brands that we sell. And I'm going to turn it over to Ryan for just a minute to talk about Monogram.
Appreciate it. Hello everybody. I want to thank AjMadison for kind of being here, being a true partner with us. Fun fact, I actually moved, I've worked in the industry for a while. I live in the Old Town Alexandria area, but a couple years back I moved from Orange County, California. AjMadison does not have a shop there, but when they mention the website, every single dealer, and I'm telling you this, has their website bookmarked. Everybody uses them as a resource, so it's luckily for you guys have actually brick and mortar here. Honestly, a great resource for us. True partner, and today, we really want to talk about Monogram. A couple years back, we kind of came out with 2 new lines. So minimalist and a statement. You see a lot of the statement collection actually in the vignette back there. But it's a really exciting time for us. The last 2 in-person KBIS, we won best overall in show. So not just for a large booth or whatever, but best overall. We've had some great partners recently. We have a series that we just came out with Marcus Samuelson, a famous chef. We are working with Gwyneth Paltrow. You've seen us in Art Digest win a few awards. If it's our ranges, if it's our wine sommelier, it's just an exciting time for us. And to be honest with you, if this was 3-5 years ago, I came from a competitive space, from a competitor, and Monogram, reliable but kind of dated looking. Now I think the looks match. We have some really good options that we have for you guys. 2 extremely unique collections that I think can really fit any home aesthetic. We have great programs for the trade. If it's for our designers, if it's for builders, we have honestly various opportunities for different programs for you guys. I'm a resource, so come and say hi to me when I'm out in the back. Probably be getting another one of these at the bar after this little speech. But yeah, just I'd love to talk to you guys. If it's a lunch and learn, CEU, whatever, I'd love to get involved with you guys, kind of be a resource in the marketplace. If you need anything, feel free to let me know. And then just on top of that, kind of a precursor with refrigeration and like ETAs, what we kind of talked about, you alluded to a little bit earlier. Monogram, for the most part, has been really great. Comparative to the rest of the marketplace, we've been in a really strong place. AJ's a great partner. They're one of the best out there, so honestly, work with them. And then on top of that, with our refrigeration, it's pretty unique. Our wine sommelier just won a food wine award as well as an Art Digest award. Our columns are pretty unique. We have a premium and a commercial option. And even our columns, too. Built-ins are hard to find. They actually have a retrofit kit where you can put the columns in an old existing retrofit spot or old existing built-in spot. No electrical move needed, no water lines move needed. So really unique products, and I'd love to talk to you guys about it more, but I also do not want to take away from the actual show here. So I appreciate it, and thank you guys.
Thank you so much. We do have several seats available in the front if anyone wants to sit down. If you don't have a chair, don't be shy, just come on up, and we're seating to the other space, and there's a few chairs, 5, 6 up here as well. All right, I'm going to turn it over to you.
Thank you. Hello and welcome. Is this loud enough? I can't tell. Yeah?
Is that loud enough, everybody?
We okay?
You gotta put the mic right by your mouth.
Okay. Hello and welcome. I'm Julie Sanders, Senior Editor of Home and Design. I'd like to thank you all for joining us here tonight. A big thank you also to AjMadison for hosting this event in their lovely showroom and for making this panel discussion possible. Tonight's topic, luxury refrigeration, is one that's near and dear to the hearts of the homeowners, designers, and industry professionals we cover on our pages. Our panel tonight will discuss trends from function and energy efficiency to options and style. They'll also address the challenges of navigating the lengthy supply chain delays that are part of doing business these days. Before we get started, I'd like to introduce our panelists. A partner at Tysons-based Lobkovich Kitchen Designs, Emily Neifeld has been designing high-end residential kitchens and baths for LKD for 18 years. She's a fourth-generation kitchen designer who graduated from Marymount University's Interior Design program in 2006. While honing her style, expertise, and technical know-how at work, Emily fosters her creativity outside the office through painting, drawing, and jewelry making. And beside Emily, Michael Taylor is the Director of Sales Operations at AjMadison, which was established in 2000. With more than 13 years of industry experience selling to residential and industry professionals, Michael leads the company's sales team in 2022. He's currently focused on the launch of a new Miami showroom, AjMadison Pro Portal, and on expanding AjMadison's multifamily program. And finally, Larry Rosen is a native Washingtonian. After graduating from the University of Maryland with a degree in business administration, he founded and ran a general contracting company for 11 years before joining the family business, Jack Rosen Custom Kitchens, launched by his father in 1982. When Jack retired in 1999, Larry assumed the role of owner and president. He also designs kitchens and other spaces that require cabinetry. Okay, why don't we get started? We will leave plenty of time for audience questions at the end. So my first question I'm going to give to Mike. What defines a luxury refrigerator?
I'll just pass this along. Yeah, so luxury refrigeration, Ryan did a great job talking about many of the features that they have and what's available, but premium features for sure are going to be the materials that are there, the smart technology, and many of the integration. One of the things we're going to talk about a lot of this panel today is the integration, and making that refrigeration look like custom cabinetry.
Okay, and Emily, you want to add anything to that?
Sure. Really key for us is the integration. So from a cabinetry and design aesthetic, the ability for us, the luxury refrigeration would be an integrated model.
They're having a hard time hearing you.
Okay, is this a little better? Awesome.
Hold it
Right up here, okay. Yeah, so with the integrated models, that's what's key for designing in our field, is the ability to make the refrigerators blend seamlessly, and it also allows for creativity down the line with the design. So that's how I define luxury refrigeration.
Larry?
Hello, everyone. It's hard to add to that. We're two kitchen designers here, and I feel the same way. And the other thing we look for, is not just in giving us the versatility to design, is quality. And I think we can all recognize what gives us that quality, the materials, the fit and finish. And I can't emphasize enough the ability to make things kind of disappear and not look like a big old Westinghouse, God bless Westinghouse, of appliance.
Right. Okay. So built-in refrigerators come in many shapes, sizes, and styles, including column, four-door, and French door models. What's trending now, and why do your clients gravitate toward particular types? Emily, you want to start?
Sure. So for us, I would say the column models are really the key models that we like to use. They allow us to design with lots of versatility. So, standard models used to come in standard sizes, so a 30, 36, 48, but now we can take two 36 inches and have 6 feet of refrigeration freezer. And also the ability to, with designing, we can separate the units, so you don't have to have them side by side. You can actually separate them and create different zones. So the column models really give us a ton of versatility.
I would also add too that French door refrigeration is a huge push for us right now, and also a huge seller for us. The big thing, obviously, everyone's hanging out around the home. People are congregating. Islands designed in the kitchen are very, very prevalent, and obviously this allows for quick navigation around the kitchen, but obviously a really nice integrated look. The other thing that we're seeing really nicely trend-wise from the different customers is also panelized integrated columns, but they can be separated. One of the things we're seeing a lot is ranges being designed as a focal point of your kitchen design, but then having the ability to separate that with a freezer and refrigerator at two different parts of the kitchen or two different parts of that living area. So I think that's really the biggest thing that we're seeing from that is the focus on columns, but I think there's a big push for French door refrigeration as well.
So definitely columns gives us the flexibility, and we love that in our showroom. But not everyone has the space or the budget, and we do a lot with the French door refrigerators too. They're beautiful.
How would you define a column refrigerator? Well, I feel like you've answered the question that I just had, but I'd like you to just define exactly what it is, what a column refrigerator is.
Yeah,
How is it different?
Yeah, column refrigeration obviously is one zone, so all for refrigeration, all freezer. And the abilities right now with more and more vendors like Monogram obviously available with different sizes. They just launched their new 36-inch sizes as well. So all 36-inch refrigeration is a wonderful thing for a family that loves to entertain, someone who's looking for fresh food storage.
Are they taller?
Yeah, they're also that 84-inch height, 80-inch height as well.
Okay. Does anybody have anything to add to that? Okay, the pandemic has forever changed how we shop for and store fresh food, frozen ingredients, and wine. How have these changes impacted your designs? Larry, you want to start?
Well, I'll say definitely our clients want more storage. They don't like going to the grocery store as much. They are having groceries and they want to load up their refrigerators, and they just need the capacity to do that.
Mike?
I think for us, the real big thing is, again, storage, but also having more options. So we're looking at more people with entertainment centers. They have under-counter refrigeration. Monogram has also launched a Sommelier with refrigeration as well. So I think that's really kind of impacted people are entertaining more, people are showcasing their wine. And it's really been a nice attribute that we're seeing more and more under-counter and more integrated wine and beverage centers.
And I would say more and more our clients are coming to us with designs where there's additional auxiliary kitchens. So you have the main kitchen, but then a catering kitchen or a scullery where we have additional storage, because the main kitchen is meant to, kind of keep more clean, but to have that back working space is more of a trend that we're seeing. So having additional large refrigeration for storage and such is key.
Okay. This is a little along those lines, but what are some must-have features that you look for in a refrigerator for clients who love to entertain? Let's hear some really fun ones.
Well, I'll actually start really quick. The one thing I've noticed, so ice is key. So if you have cocktails or you need to, entertain in that regard, I think some of the different models have different features of shapes of ice, and so that's a unique one to look into.
I think it comes back again to the integration of the wine. So wine is a huge push for us too, beverage systems, and the ability to switch that. So many of the manufacturers now are launching additional features. So those features can be switched again against your entertaining schedule. So I think that's one of the biggest things that's a must-have right now is having flexibility, and the vendors that we're approaching and promoting have that flexibility.
How does that work, switching features?
Yeah, so all of the digital technology now that's been added to these refrigeration, they will be able to switch over in about a 12-hour time period. Just allow, obviously, the flexibility of the switching of the modes, but it is a very seamless integration.
Right.
Wine refrigerators and certainly under countertop type refrigerators are very big with us as well. And they really are great for entertaining in bar areas, so we do a lot of that.
So on the subject of, you guys keep anticipating me, because the next question is about smart connectivity. So smart fridges deliver new benefits not previously available, like remote diagnostics, for example. How are you approaching the topic of Wi-Fi connectivity with your clients?
Well, actually, we don't tend to discuss that too much. It hasn't come up, but some of the unique features that it will allow you to do, you can, from your phone, preset the refrigerator to be on a chill mode so that when you come home, load it up with groceries, it's ready to accept things, get them nice and cool. So, something to bring up now with clients, certainly.
Yeah, I think a lot for us, it's really about the education. People are asking what's the benefit of having Wi-Fi or having smart technology. So for us right now, we're talking about the ability that you are shopping, you are entertaining, you can set your fridge to a chill or set your freezer to a chill. But there's really nice integration as well too with diagnostics. So for us, no one likes to see an appliance go down. There's smart diagnostics, that information is immediately available to the vendor or also available to the manufacturer. So that obviously helps with downtime as well. But I think that's one of the biggest things.
What other features are you getting? I should ask this.
What other smart features can you get with a refrigerator right now?
Name some others. And Larry?
Yeah, so some of the other features you're getting to are also camera integration, so you can obviously see inside your unit. Diagnostics about any kind of alerts of drop in temperature. But I think those are the two biggest features, as well as also having the ability to control and have total autonomy of your refrigerator from away.
Okay. Larry?
Yeah, I have to say we're not talking about smart refrigerators as much either. We do talk about ovens and being able to preheat ovens when you're at the grocery store, for instance. But I do know that the diagnostic feature is really nice through actually personal experience. So somebody from the manufacturer that we have contacted my wife and said, well, you opened up the refrigerator 26 times in the morning. They were trying to diagnose an issue that we had, so I thought that was very interesting.
And a little scary.
Yeah.
Okay. Other than the kitchen, where would you specify a refrigerator and why? Emily?
Well, one of the more unique places that we've specified a refrigerator, and this would be maybe an under-counter model, would be in the bathroom. Due to cosmetics or medications, we've seen that actually. And so that's one of the maybe ones you hadn't thought about before.
For us, it's really about entertainment area spaces, so movie theaters, bar areas, game rooms for us. But one of the unique things I saw recently was a couple of the manufacturers were putting stuff into nightstands. So they're making their nightstands actually into a refrigeration, so using the under counter as a nighttime snack drawer or obviously refrigeration drawer. So I thought that was pretty impressive also.
Yeah, I think we can't forget outdoor kitchens still.
Yeah, I was just gonna say that.
We see a little bit of that now. And sometimes in bedrooms, we'll do morning bars and place the refrigerator, under-counter refrigerator there.
What are you seeing in terms of outdoor refrigeration? Does it tend to be sort of smaller under counter?
Yes.
Right. Okay. Energy efficiency and sustainability are top of mind for builders and homeowners alike. What are some tips for explaining the tangible benefits of eco-friendly refrigeration beyond the Energy Star label?
Mike, you want to start?
Yeah, I think for us right now that everyone is looking for Energy Star. All the manufacturers that we promote here are going to feature an Energy Star label. But I think the features and benefits and also the raw materials they're using is a really unique story for them. In addition to that too, I think that when you're looking at these refrigerators, many of them have compressors and parts that are good for 20 years. So when you're looking at sustainability, it's a huge thing for us, it's a huge thing for the manufacturers, but I think it's a really nice touch that all of the premium brands that we support today have that kind of longevity, that 10 to 20 year life expectancy.
Took the words right out of my mouth. I was going to say longevity, and when you design a kitchen, you want it to have lasting power, and so using the right appliances that will stay is great.
I also think a really nice thing about that is the integration is the kitchens might get redesigned in 5, 10, 15 years. These refrigerators can be reused. The panels can be stripped off and then the new fridge can be put in to that space. So I think it's also a really nice thing too that if you like your appliance, you can keep your appliance or upgrade to the newest.
Oh, that's great. Larry, do you have anything?
Only that they should be a little more economical to use. Thank you. They'll use a little less electricity, and they're a little friendlier on the carbon footprint, and so that's what we may discuss.
Right, okay.
Okay, so given that supply chain issues are a problem for certain brands across all industries, how are you helping your clients navigate late-breaking changes to products incorporated in a kitchen design?
This is one that's hitting home for many of our clients. So a lot of times what we'll do is we still want to use the appliances, so if the project is drawn out, maybe it will correlate to the schedule. Alternatively, we do look for different brands that maybe we're not as top of mind, but we try to find alternatives and see if we can fit those in.
Yeah, I think Amy did a great job obviously touching on this for us. We created a whole guide associated to what could be a wonderful replacement to that main brand that is probably in our designs or in our understanding of built-in refrigeration. But the other thing too that we've done is we've also created on AJ's site an in-stock promise. So if you're looking for certain sizes, you can go into our website, tell us what you're looking for, and we'll obviously showcase what products are immediately available. And we've also, in addition to this wonderful showroom, obviously invested also in our warehousing. So we have over 175,000 square feet that we're adding in June that we are stocking and putting stocking incentives together for major brands and major vendors to make sure that we have product for your clients, which I think is the biggest thing that we've done differently than other dealers.
Okay.
Yeah, I would say we're suggesting appliance brands that we haven't used for a while. We have to be a little more creative, and we've had success with that.
What kind of lead times are you looking at generally now?
Yeah, it depends on the product. It could be a year plus for certain refrigerators.
Right.
So we're scrambling around, and we're telling our clients right away they should be looking for their appliances now. Then we also have to tell them that the appliance dealers are giving the information that they have at that time, and they're doing the best they can, because we've all seen some surprises. So we try to just forewarn our clients and let them know that the dealers are not responsible. It's just the times we're living in right now.
Right.
So that is all the questions that we have prepared for tonight, but we are willing to take more questions from anyone in the audience who might have them. Does anybody have anything they'd like to ask?
I
Yes.
have a question for Emily.
Okay.
What trends do you see coming up? Like, we had whites and grays like forever. What are you seeing now that people are kind of conventionally trending towards your design line?
So he's asking what kinds of trends, these are not refrigeration specific, but design trends you're seeing in kitchens right now. He's referenced gray and white. Yes.
Yeah, so the gray and white color scheme is, we're not doing that as much anymore, and so really we're embracing a little bit more color. I would say also different wood stains, so maybe something with a little texture. Quarter sawn, a rift cut white oak, and a lighter stain is really popular right now. The white kitchen is here to stay, and it's always reinvented. And so one way that our firm does that is taking the white kitchen but introducing either wood stain elements, maybe not in the traditional way where you have the island in wood and then the painted perimeter, but introducing elements of the wood throughout how you maybe design around a refrigerator, and creating little like design features on different elevations. As far as color goes, I would say, blue was really hot, that navy blue, but we're maybe pushing a little bit away from that now. And I know green is kind of has a thing right now, but I think that might even be going. So one of the colors that we're embracing in our new showroom that we are renovating is purple. So we'll see where that comes into play, but a little grape color is, we're going for it.
Larry, would you like to address that? Anything?
Yeah, I don't know that I have anything different. I do agree, white is still here to stay. We do mix it with woods that we weren't using for many years. The rift-cut white oak is very popular, both in light and dark stains. We're doing a lot more contemporary, and I like mixing a plain flat door painted with some texture of a wood. We're doing a lot of that.
How long would you say a trend sticks around, or does that vary? I feel like it was gray and white for a really long time.
Yeah, I think it varies.
Yeah. Anybody have any other questions? Yes.
I'll take the question on color back to the refrigerator. For the longest time, we saw black, or we saw white, and then stainless arrived probably 15 years ago. Companies have been trying to introduce white glass and black glass. We don't see how it's gold, but are you seeing any of the colors come back to the refrigeration in glass or metal? What are you seeing there?
His question is whether we're seeing colors come into the panels on refrigerators or the refrigerator itself. What are the materials and their colors?
Well, I would say for our projects, we really are doing primarily panel ready or stainless steel and the classic stainless steel. I think venturing apart from that might give it potential to date the look. So sticking with those classics is key. And if we want to have some more fun, sometimes we've taken high gloss like Macassar ebony panels and used those on refrigerators for Art Deco feel, or things like that to really make a statement.
For us, it's definitely panel ready, less stainless steel than what we were seeing before, and basically we want the appliances to kind of disappear.
Anything else? Yes.
I guess sorry, what's your name in the middle?
Mike.
For sales aspect, as far as designers go, with the rise in DIY home renovation and things like that, do you see that as a threat to the interior design community as far as kitchens and things like that go, as far as having a professional versus them doing it themselves in sales-wise? If that makes any sense.
Yeah, I think the question was, is there a threat to the design community with people obviously kind of doing everything at their home, DIY, and kind of taking things over? I think there's always going to be a touch that we need. Obviously, like appliance specialists, you need to come in and obviously be educated. So for my thing is we're always going to focus with our industry trade partners, make sure that we are focusing back to that. There are going to be people that absolutely will be that Home Depot, Lowe's customer that want to take that weekend project. But I think for the cachet of the product that we're talking about, the quality of the product that we're talking about, it would be too much for an independent. They would need to have your resources, is my opinion.
Anything else? I think that's it. Well, thank you so much. We really appreciate it.
Also, it's the designers that set all the trends in the first place, right?
Yes.
Those are all the gorgeous kitchens that are on Instagram and on Pinterest that everyone's trying to copy. There's no replacement for interior design talent, in my opinion.
Yes.
I want to thank everybody for coming. We still have plenty of food and plenty of alcohol. We will have a raffle drawing at the front. If you want to drop your business card with Caleb, who is our showroom manager, we'll be doing a raffle for a DeLonghi cappuccino machine before everybody goes. And I just want to mention two programs. I think Mike Taylor touched on it briefly. As a result of the professional experience that we've acquired with developers, builders, contractors, and of course designers over the last 20 years, we've recently launched our pro portal on AjMadison.com. that will allow you a very unique set of tools to manage. You can log in and see the status of all of those things. Our pro members do get priority from an inventory status. We also have an opportunity for your projects to be featured in our national advertising. So if you're a pro partner with AjMadison, our website gets 100,000 unique visitors a day nationwide. And if we use your project that you collaborated with us on, we always tag those images in our email, on our website, in our print ads. And we're always looking for brand new content. So if you're working on something and you've used AjMadison for the appliances for the project, please make sure that you share that. You can send directly to marketing at AjMadison. We'll even send a photographer to shoot the project so that we have professional images. It's a really wonderful benefit of being in our pro program. It doesn't cost anything. And we've aggregated all of the, programs, the pro designer programs across the brands in one place. So you'll know if you're using a specific brand, what the reward programs are for speccing that in your project. So it's a really great spot to not only have your finger on the pulse of what's available from a product perspective, does it qualify for any special incentives, how long is it going to take to ship? Will it fit in my space? We have dozens of trained appliance experts that read blueprints and that can help answer your questions. They can help you find product that's a replacement for an obscure cutout size. We do all of that. So the pro program, I would encourage everybody to check that out and sign up for it. And then one last thing, I'm going to be indulgent for just a second. We ship more than 50,000 orders a year across country, and you're bound to get some scratch and dent appliances along the way. Refrigerators, if they're not repairable, we have to scrap them, and they end up going to the landfill, even though they're brand new working refrigerators. So we are donating over the next 12 months 100 scratch and dent refrigerators to community fridge initiatives across the country, including in this area. So if you know of a local community garden, or maybe in your neighborhood you see a refrigerator parked on a sidewalk and it says free food on it, we have 100 refrigerators to donate to those programs. If you have contacts within your business dealings, organizations, churches, community centers, people that are just trying to get something going to address food insecurity in their own community, we've partnered with locally with the Capital Area Food Bank, and we're helping them build a teaching garden and an outdoor experience kitchen that will be opening shortly. And I'm sure we'll be inviting everyone to join us for that grand opening, but it'll be there to help educate about growing your own food and then how to create healthy meals after that. So if you know anybody that needs a community fridge for a project, we have a website set up for this. We have it posted on our social accounts, and it's ajmadison.com/communityfridge. It's pretty straightforward. They can just fill out a short form, and we'll put them on a list to get a free refrigerator. So thank you so much. Please feel free to browse around the showroom. We're so happy that you're here tonight. Talk with our salespeople. If you have a problem project, we would love to help you. And don't forget to drop your code for the raffle. Okay? Oh, one more thing. James, come on up. Yeah. James mentioned to me when he got here that if you're in the NKBA, you have until June 30th to make sure you have your 20 credits to keep your credentials. We have 3 CEU credentialed courses right now that I'm going to be working with James to get the word out there. We might do some on Zoom, and we might do some here in the showroom really quickly over the next few weeks. We're doing outdoor kitchen design. If you're not currently working on outdoor kitchens for your customers, you should be. It is the interior designer and the kitchen designer that should be speccing the appliances for the exterior. So if you're not doing that yet, it is a fabulous opportunity to go back to all of your customers that you did kitchens for, if you have a spec of time, and talk to them about outdoor kitchen spaces, because there's a big gap between landscape architects, hardscape contractors, and the actual appliance piece. And we have a lot of experts in that as well. But James wants to talk just for a minute about making sure that you get all your credits in. And we're going to help. When we send out the column refrigeration matrix and the info, we will include a couple of dates for upcoming CEU classes. Smart appliances is one as well. I think we could all use to know more about smart appliances.
Well, thank you. I didn't realize I was going to get this opportunity. Well, thanks. If you are a CKD or a CBD or an assistant kitchen and bath designer, you have till June 30th to get your CEUs in, and this is a wonderful opportunity, so thank you for offering and making it available. And thanks for this evening. I'll bet you, if you phrase it right, you could get a CEU for what happened here tonight.
I bet we could. We'll try that. Everyone, it should hopefully count. We'll try to get a couple of credits for everybody for that. So we'll be sending out some communications. Again, thank you so much for coming. We really appreciate it. And enjoy yourselves, mix and mingle, have fun, have not too many cocktails. We'll get you an Uber if you need one. So, but again, and thank you so much for our wonderful panel, and for Julie for joining us this evening, and Home and Design for co-hosting this party with us. Thank you, everybody. Have a good night.